Welcome back to Good Morning La La Land. Queen A is in the house. Abla's here. She's Forever 21, BB, Guest Girl, you name it. She's on the billboards in New York soon. How are you, gorgeous?
Good. Thank you for having me.
And it says on Instagram, Queen A. How would you define a queen and what makes you that?
I don't know. I just, since I was a little girl, I always called myself queen.
We say that's manifesting your destiny around
Right,
here.
maybe.
What I find so interesting and inspiring about your journey is that you started in business.
Exactly.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I always wanted to work and be a businesswoman and be on the other side of the cameras, work in fashion, maybe in a magazine. I actually worked for Guess as a stylist, and then I shot campaigns and everything. I was always behind the camera. And then I can't believe that I finally was in front of the girl, in front of the camera. I enjoy it more. So
How did that happen? How did you go from being on one side of the camera to being in front of the camera?
Well, I think LA is the city. Even if you don't want it, people, they always push you that way. So even if I was shooting every day, every photographer or every stylist I work with, or even Paul Marciano and other friends, they would always encourage me to go for it and say, you should be a model, you're tall, you're skinny, and you can do it. So in the beginning, it was hard. I couldn't, since I came from Morocco, I had a lot of boundaries and I didn't feel like it was right. And then slowly I decided that I should go for it and try it. And
But you talk about lifestyle, like, oh yeah, Paul Marciano, he just like that. Lifestyle, like, what is your lifestyle like?
Fabulous.
I mean,
How did you meet? How did you get in this group? How did you?
also my family back home, they close to Mohammed's Hadid's family. So when I got to LA, they introduced me to him just for him to look out for me and introduce me a little bit, and not really pushed me that way, but just make sure I was fine. And then he introduced me to Mr. Paul Marciano to model, actually. And then we decided that I should work in the company because I went to fashion school. And then after 2 years, I did a music video with French Montana and Red One. And then I stayed in front of the camera since then.
And you've had some very exciting collaborations. But let's talk about how you were able to maintain your personal integrity and keep to those boundaries, because you're working with Forever 21, with Baby, with Guess, and those can be quite sexy.
Right. Yeah, I always fight on set, but they're like, you're not in Morocco. I'm like, but Moroccans will find me.
That's right, Morocco is in you.
Yes.
Right.
And then in the beginning, I was very close-minded. So I was like, no, it has to be here, no legs showing. But then you can still respect yourself and like still be open. So I still play between those boundaries and like show that you can still respect yourself and still be open-minded and deliver whatever America is expecting from you, because I live here. So I cannot keep I cannot be that close-minded and expect people to just accept. So they have to accept me and I have to accept them. And we always find a middle that made us both happy. So, and most of the brands, they like it, the fact that I don't want to do, or I refuse sometimes to show more cleavage and stuff like this. And then because they have stores in Arab countries that actually makes the most of the money. So they're happy to actually have an Arab model for that market too.
Tell us a little bit about the billboard coming out in New York.
Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. I just shot the Hadid campaign Eyewear, and it's gonna be on Times Square. It's gonna be my first billboard in New York. It's gonna be good for my career.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome.
What are you most looking forward to in the next years to come? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I think I want to still represent the Arab woman in America and give the best image I can, so my people can be proud of me and see that you can still do it. And then just inspire people, try to mix a little bit of business with it, because I always have a business side on me that take over all the time. So I would love to find a mix between both and try to work it out.
How do you feel about the women and becoming more independent? And what does that look like, going from east to west? And what is your position on that?
I think it's everything. It's in your head. So it's the way you see it and the way you want people to see it. And this is, if you want people to accept something, just go for it. But you have to do it the right way for them to be like, okay, I never see it this way, but she's right. So it's really the way you deliver things and the way you say them, and this is the way I've been acting, and people, they actually push me and believe in me and just trust me and support me also.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of that family. I love that.
Right?
Things like that too. But
Love
it's nice
that.
to be, or to have encouragers in your life and people that support you. What's one thing you wish people knew about you that they don't?
Well, I always get I didn't know you were like that, because I always give people, they think I'm snobby or I'm rude, because of everybody think fashion models they are.
Yeah.
But I'm super funny, so I'm nice.
If you do say so yourself, right?
Yeah. And I wish people, they would give that chance, because they just judge you directly, and then when they see you, I always get, I didn't know you were like this. I'm like, yeah.
I didn't know you were a real person.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I love it. Well, you're absolutely stunning and gorgeous inside. And so thank you so much for all your work, for showcasing the women and having us understand, because we really just need to understand and open our mind and our hearts to everyone. We're all one family here on this earth. So thank you so much for
No,
representing.
thank you, really. Thank you for having me. I'm very happy to be here.
Tell everyone where they can find and follow you.
Well, I mostly use Instagram, so it's just my name, Abla Sofy.
AKA Queen A. Thank you so much for being here. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more on Good Morning La La Land.